It's that time again of India versus Pakistan food contest, and I'm in Amritsar in the north of India in the state of Punjab, and it's time for a jalebi, and I am at GURDAS flipping heck. I've been saying this all evening and all morning. It's GURDAS RAM Jalebi, not GURDAS is actually a Punjabi singer. I'm sure he can make jalebi, but I'm actually at GURDAS RAM Jalebi. Just got to make sure. Yes, it's GURDAS RAM Jalebi, not GURDAS Jalebi. If I do say that, you know what I mean, but it's GURDAS RAM Jalebi. Maybe they should change their name to GURDAS Jalebi, but I'm sure they won't, just for me. But I'm at GURDAS RAM Jalebi to see exactly what their jalebi is like, because last year I was at the Jalebi Junction in Southall with my main man Javi trying their jalebi, and it was fantastic. That's my go-to place in Southall. It is one of a kind, in fact, over there, especially on our shores. But I am here at GURDAS RAM Jalebi, I got it right that time, to try their jalebi, and then obviously across the border I go, I hop, I teleport, I do whatever it takes, and I'll try theirs. But let's have a look at what GURDAS RAM Jalebi is like. The guy looks quite miserable, to be honest, but there's another guy on the phone. But I suppose if this is what you do all day, it reminds me of my omelette video. Actually, it's pretty much what I said in that one. The guy looked as if he'd had enough. You know, he was like 70 years worth of experience, probably the same here, and I think they've had enough. I'm just kidding. This is probably their passion as well as their livelihood, and they are quite well known in this place. So I just want to see exactly what makes them well known. Why is their name famous? Why can't I pronounce it for a start? It's actually browning up now as well. That's getting the colour it needs now. Just dunk that into the syrup, the orange syrup. That's what gives it the orange colour, and the taste actually, once that starts sinking in to the batter mixture that's been fried. Takes years of twirling the hand. The twirling technique is what's needed.
ये तो शटर अब लगाए हैं 15-20 साल 15 साल दुकान पे 66 साल हो गए हैं।
Whenever you try and make this at home, it's that technique to get that right. It takes ages. It's quite a challenging technique. Those that try to make dosa as well, that's another one where it's the technique you've got to get right in order to make it properly. Otherwise that batter just goes all over the place. But I suppose once it's dunked in syrup and eaten, it's all the same. So I've got my jalebi and I'm going to give it a try, and I'm actually, my mouth is watering, and it looks a bit different to the one in Jalebi Junction, but it's all about the taste. Jalebi Junction one might have been thicker, it might have been heavier, but this is better in taste. This syrup is a lot better. I don't know if it's because of the desi ghee that they made it in, and I think they might make it in with oil at Jalebi Junction, but this is actually a lot better. I'd have this any day of the week. Sublime. This is on the next level. This is next level dessert. I don't eat jalebi after a meal, but I would have this after a meal anytime. It doesn't taste heavy, it actually tastes quite nice. There's a lot of sugar in here, very sugary, which it should be, but it's the right flavour, it's the right taste. So from GURDAS RAM, I was going to say GURDAS Man again, from GURDAS RAM Jalebi, you know what happens next. It's time to teleport across the border. And through the magic of teleportation and the skills that I have in crossing borders these days, I make my way faster around the world than the coronavirus. In fact, I am now in GUJJAR Milk Shop in Lahore, and I'm here to taste their jalebi. Now, because it's quite late in the evening and I got held up in the teleportation process, they've actually made all of their jalebis, and they normally finish making them around about 8 o'clock, and it's just gone past 8 o'clock. So they're already made, and so I can try those out and compare them to GURDAS RAM Jalebi in Amritsar. See, I got it right that time. I've been practicing on my way from Amritsar to Lahore to get the name GURDAS RAM right. In fact, I've got it right so much now that I'm going to even start listening to the music of GURDAS RAM instead of GURDAS Man. So let's see what the jalebi of I was going to say GURDAS RAM, yeah, because I've got him into my head, of GUJJAR Milk in Lahore is like. I have actually been here before. I was here last year. They have a dud jalebi as well, which is a jalebi in milk. That was a fantastic dessert that I had one evening, and it's actually good when it starts to get a little bit cooler in the evening. You can't go wrong with a bit of good jalebi. But first up, I'm going to try just their jalebi, and I'm going to see what it's like, because that's what I'm after. I'll just show you their shop, just to show what they do, because they're famous also for their milk as well. Milk products like kheer, which is a rice pudding, firni, rabdi, which is basically milk boiled and condensed basically, and you put sugar in it, and that's what it comes up with. Goes well in dishes like faluda, another dessert. So it's very dessert heavy, and like I said, I've been here before. I was given a very, very good welcome last time, and I'm sure I'm going to get the same again, because I'm at the back of their shop actually. The owner here, he's quite friendly, and I want to see exactly what they've got to offer. So just walking and seeing their milk being processed, and that's boiling away in fact. ਆ ਦੁੱਧ ਖੀਰ ਲਈ ਬਣਦਾ ਹੈ?
ਦਹੀਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ।
ਦਹੀਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ?
ਦਹੀਂ ਤਿਆਰ ਹੋਣਾ ਹੈ।
ਆ ਦਹੀਂ ਤਿਆਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ?
ਜੀ ਹਾਂ, ਦਹੀਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਵਾਲਾ ਦਵਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ।
ਸੋ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਚਿਰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਦਹੀਂ ਤਿਆਰ ਹੋਣ ਲਈ ਜਦੋਂ ਉਬਾਲਾ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ?
ਦਹੀਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਜਾਗ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਏ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ 4 ਘੰਟੇ ਤਿਆਰ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ।
4 ਘੰਟੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਛੇਤੀ ਤਿਆਰ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ।
ਹਾਂ, ਦੁੱਧ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਚੰਗਾ ਦੁੱਧ ਉਨੀ ਜਲਦੀ ਤਿਆਰ
ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ। ਤੇ ਦੁੱਧ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਗਾਰੰਟੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਦੁੱਧ ਦੀ?
ਅਲਹਮਦੁਲਿਲਾ, ਸ਼ੁਕਰ ਅੱਲਾਹ।
So what he said there was that the milk boils away, and within 4 hours that is ready to become yogurt, and the more pure that a yogurt is, the milk is, that becomes a fantastic yogurt. So रोज ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਕੁ ਦੁੱਧ ਵਰਤ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ?
ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ 350 ਮਣ ਦੁੱਧ ਵਰਤਣਾ ਰੋਜ਼।
ਵਾਹ ਜੀ ਵਾਹ, ਕਾਫੀ ਦੁੱਧ, ਚੰਗਾ ਦੁੱਧ,
ਅੱਲਾਹ ਦਾ ਸ਼ੁਕਰ।
ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਦੁਕਾਨ ਤੇ ਦੁੱਧ ਜਲੇਬੀ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਦੇਖੀ ਆ, ਹੋਰ ਕੀ ਆਈਟਮਸ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੇਚਦੇ ਆ?
ਹੋਰ ਲੱਸੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਖੀਰ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਰਬੜੀ ਵਾਲਾ ਦੁੱਧ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜੇ, ਬਰਫੀ ਪੇੜੇ ਲਾਈਦੇ ਨੇ, ਇਹ ਆਈਟਮ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ।
So a number of items here: yogurt, dud jalebi, barfi, jalebi, kheer, rabdi. So khoya products, milk which is boiled again and again and again, and that's what you get. So it's a very small shop. They make a lot of products. There's a lot of hard work going on here. If you look at the size of these vats, I mean, these vats aren't small. There's a lot of preparation being going on here to actually make the yogurt. And there's another one over here.
ਇਹ ਖੋਇਆ ਬਣਦਾ ਜੇ ਪਿਆ।
Khoya banda hai?
ਹਾਂ, ਖੋਇਆ ਬਣਦਾ।
So that's khoya, which is milk boiled again and again, and that will be made with sugar in it. It'll be a sweet dish. ਕਿੰਨਾ ਚਿਰ ਲਈ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਆ ਫਿਰ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਖੋਇਆ ਬਣਦਾ ਆ?
ਇਹ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਦੁੱਧ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਪਾ ਲਈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਟਾਈਮ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਦੁੱਧ ਥੋੜਾ ਪਾਈਏ ਤਾਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਜਲਦੀ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ।
ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਮਿੱਠਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਚ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ?
ਮਿੱਠਾ ਖੋਏ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਿੱਠਾ ਬਾਅਦ ਚ ਪਾਈਦਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਬਰਫੀ ਬਣਾਈ ਦੀ, ਵੈਸੇ ਖੋਇਆ ਫਿੱਕਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ।
So the khoya that they make initially has got no sugar in it, but once they made it, then they take it to the side and they put sugar in it. I actually thought that you put sugar in it and then make it, but I got that wrong. I've learned something today. I didn't know that. That's what you learn at GUJJAR Milk Shop. So I've got the jalebi here, and looking at the colour, it's slightly less orange than the one I had in GURDAS RAM. I care more about the syrup than the colour. Let's see what type of syrup this is. Also made to perfection. Perfectly made. The syrup, it's the syrup that makes it. Depends what you have as your syrup. I've tasted many bland jalebis in my time. I always go, like I say, to Southall, Jalebi Junction, GURDAS RAM Jalebi in Amritsar, GUJJAR Milk in Lahore. Whoa. And I have to say, as far as jalebis go, Amritsar and Lahore is the same. They taste, I can't split this. They've got to be the same. It's got to be a draw for both of them. Both of them made good jalebis, and equally I would go to GURDAS RAM Jalebi in Amritsar. I would go to GUJJAR Milk in Lahore when I'm here, like I am now. This is perfect. What we get is, in the UK, is they try and make perfect circles and shapes. Here what you get is, if you look at the shapes, they're different. Totally different than what you get in the UK. Whereas we make them thicker in the place like Jalebi Junction, it's thinner here. But the actual flavour of these is fantastic. And this is what I would recommend if ever you are in Lahore. If you can only make your way to Amritsar, GURDAS RAM Jalebi. So from GUJJAR Milk in Lahore, it's goodbye.